Loneliness is one of those taboo words that permeates the lives of many within the greater area of the college campus. While many won't actively admit how they feel about the matter, many feel lonely despite being in crowded dorms with people all around them. Many feel lonely after they've been to the club, gone to parties, and drunk the nights away on the weekends. Though amidst it all, there is a feeling that not everything is quite right in the college world, despite how many people seem to look on the outside. It is the word that everyone knows and understands. It is a silent epidemic all on its own. Studies have shown that feeling lonely in itself isn't uncommon, just as I've observed. The problems that I've seen in my first year at college are themes found on many campuses. In reading one article by the University Wire, I found that actually getting out into the college scene and joining clubs was very important to one's overall happiness and being, from one article writer's perspective. One crucial read came from Contemporary Family Therapy, which brought up the bigger ideas of being anxiously attached, which led to feeling greater loneliness, and being securely attached, which ultimately made one more content in the epidemic of loneliness. The previous article I read brought up similar points in just simply enjoying time by yourself, and it was in the reading of them both that I found the answer I'd been looking for. As I looked around at many of my classmates, it was clear to me that so many were unhappy and felt so alone. For so long, I'd never understood this. For all my life, I'd spent so much time alone, either playing soccer, reading, watching movies, going for a run. The idea of becoming bored seemed like a fantasy. Spending weekends alone in my dorm or cruising the town, eating at nice restaurants or going to the comic store never made me feel lonely, despite the fact that I was by myself. As I sit in my almost near empty dorm at the closing of the school year, I can look back and see the world clearer than I once could. My belief is that loneliness is a mentality, a state of mind. If you view yourself as lonely, then that's how you will feel in being all alone. Though if you have confidence in simply spending time by yourself, not having to be with people all the time, then you'll often feel a bit better. So many times people feel they have to surround themselves with people out of fear of being alone. And when the time inevitably comes that they have to be alone, they don't know how to handle it. It's more simply said than done, but in all the people I've met, I found that perspective is what ultimately separates the secure and the unsecure as we all embark on the world and trying to find that happiness. The true key to not being alone is understanding how many wonderful things are out in the world, and that finding a balance between being with people and simply being with yourself is very important. To be both secure in yourself and opening yourself to being with others without being dependent on them is a way to finding bliss in a world of uncertainty and loneliness. Actually being able to be by yourself and not simply drinking and smoking the time away is possible. It's possible to be by yourself and be happy. Enjoying time by yourself and doing something that's productive and that you love is the greatest ailment to the loneliness epidemic. The greatest power that one wields from childhood onwards to adulthood is perspective. It is the ability to cultivate one's own world and find happiness in the process of realizing they were never alone. Never as alone as they'd always believed.